Hey guys, how y'all doing? How was your Christmas? How's your Boxing Day going? Or is it still Christmas where you are? I can't tell because I'm not where you are. I'm here, in my place, and in my time. It's actually still December 12th here. Was Christmas everything you hoped for? Did you spend it with family? Did you spend it alone? Do you not celebrate Christmas because you're some other religion? I'm actually another religion. I'm not Christian. I'm Jewish. Nice little piece of trivia about me. I'm a Jew who celebrates Christmas and Hanukkah with his family, because my dad actually is Christian, so I kind of get the best of both worlds. Anybody else kind of a mixed bag like that? So we're on day 10. So far, so good. I'm gonna. I think I'm giving up on the solo paradigm. I'm gonna let this wave clearing team do its job. I probably don't even have to go up to my main team. That's probably just for hard Doom Tower. If you want to see that team sometime, let me know in the comments. I'd be glad to feature it at some point. If you're enjoying this series, let me know in the comments. I'd be glad to continue it. If I don't hear from anybody, I'll probably stop at least for a while because at this point I'm also doing Live Arena and I'm also doing Cintranos. And I'm probably just going to stick with Cintranos and Live Arena. I may give this a bit of a break, but I'll probably still do like the secret rooms because I do want to do the secret rooms in all of the hard Doom Towers. Normal secret rooms, they're probably pretty easy. Most of you probably have it anyway. This is just me showing off, but it's not like there's not 1,000 other players like me who could probably show off even better than me. So we're at wave 3 of 9. Why would she aim for Sinesha of all champions? That's like the one champion that she wouldn't be able to hit with her block buffs. I don't understand the AI sometimes. AI is getting really advanced though, eh? It's kind of cool. When I'm not doing Raid Shadow Legends stuff, I'm actually watching a lot of videos about AI. I'd like to start my own channel about AI and featuring stuff that I do with AI. If I do, I'll link to it in my channel. If I get to that. It's on my list of New Year's resolutions, which I review constantly throughout the year to make sure I'm on track to actually complete my goals. It was actually good this year. I think I reached... No, you know what? My goal this year was not to become a YouTuber, so I think I gave myself some bonus points for that. But you all at home, do you do the same? Do you set yourself New Year's goals? Do you set yourself goals at all? Or do you feel like you're already where you need to be in life? I feel kind of like a mixed bag in that regard. To some extent, I feel like I'm exactly where I need to be. And to some extent, I feel like a imposter. I feel like there's so much I could be doing. I mean, let's be honest for a minute. We're all playing an awful lot of Raid Shadow Legends. This game is a huge time sink, and it's, let's face it, not the best use of our time. Or our money, if we're spending money in the game. This is the state of the industry. And this isn't to spite Plarium, because it is an inevitable byproduct of the system that exists. There's nothing that's really going to change that. Come to think of it, it's Boxing Day when I'm airing this. I'm probably out buying myself a new computer right now. Because while I was trying to make one of my Cintranos videos, Microsoft Windows started interrupting me with all kinds of weird bullshit, and it's not like it's the first time that they've done that. I mean, you think the pop-ups in Raid Shadow Legends are annoying? When they start doing it on your PC, and you can't close it, you can't minimize it, what? Microsoft. What you order? So I'm going to try to get myself a Linux machine. And I'm going to try to customize it to be a lot more efficient, a lot better. We're not going to get weird lagging issues or weird syncing issues. This is something I've promised myself. So I'll have better equipment to make better videos. I'll probably be able to handle a lot of editing as well. Right now, you probably noticed, I don't edit these videos. I basically just talk through it start to finish. Because I'm arrogant enough to believe that I'm entertaining enough to listen to. And maybe sometimes that's true. Often it isn't. This seems to be flying by pretty quickly, though. You know what? At the end of this video, what I should do is I should quickly showcase the presets for this team. Hopefully I won't forget. Because the presets for this team are key. Although if you have these champions and you've been using them, you'd probably suss it out for yourself, but I'll go over them anyway. For any of you who don't have Seer, you have my condolences. She is amazing. You don't have to have Kymar to make this kind of thing work. I mean, Yumeko would be even better. Double Yumeko basically means you could do any number of waves and never have to reset, never have to worry about cooldowns again. But you could probably even do it with 2 Renegades. Or even just lucky cooldown resets in your equipment. And really, Lydia's the best partner for Seer. I got her in a shield set. So you got these extra shields, just an extra set of buffs for Seer to strip off when she does her nuke. And basically between that and everything that Lydia sets up, they're seriously just a two-woman, I should say, wrecking crew. Kymar's there for the resets, and honestly, the other 2 in many of the teams could be anybody. So it looks like I did a 2-man on this last time. This will probably work again. I could probably even run my preset. Well, actually, my preset's this again, isn't it? Scarab King. Let's try the 2-man team. It should be fine. It's probably going to be faster, honestly. Wow, look at that. 3 Duchesses. Just dropped like they're nothing. This is probably one of my favorite bosses, Scarab King. Way back when it first started, I had to take down the Scarab King with Armiger in a destroy set. And at a certain point, I figured out that I could do a solo comp with what's his name? He looks like Ithos, but he's the other high elf that looks like him. I'm blanking on his name. Burgess. Burgess has a kit such that you can kind of keep yourself alive. He constantly puts healing on himself and a little bit of shielding on himself, and you can slowly work away at the Scarab King as long as he doesn't steal your buffs. But that's kind of the difficult contingency. Then, eventually, I got Uros the Soul Cage, and everything in his kit is just perfect. You don't even have to worry about destroying his HP anymore. You just dump poisons on him, and that's it. You don't have to worry about him stealing your healing buffs, because you don't have any. All the healing that he's getting is coming out of a regen set, and an immortal set. He's actually getting 2 numbers that pop out. No, he's not. Maybe I replaced it with something. Or maybe they started combining the numbers. It's possible I'm misremembering. Because I thought he was in both. And it used to be that you see the 2 regeneration numbers pop out separately. Maybe that's another thing I could look at the end of the run, but I think there's enough to remember and enough to look at. We'll look at the wave clearing team. So this is not the fastest team, but all things considered, it's pretty efficient. I remember Plarium saying they were actually going to start including the enemy turns in the counts, and it looks like they're doing that in Cintranos, but it looks like they're still not doing it in Doom Tower. So maybe they thought they were doing it, and there's still a bug, and it's actually not. Or maybe they just decided, screw it. I mean, there's no money in it for us. Why bother? There's a really cool term that I learned recently watching a coding video called spaghetti. Software engineers know this term. And basically, when you set up connections between networks, you increasingly get lines crossing other lines, and after a while you get spaghetti. And it just looks like a great big mess. And lines of code can look like that too. So if you don't have clean code, you can come back, even looking at your own code a year later, and have no idea what's going on in the program, and it makes it impossible to change. So it's possible, and this is a roundabout way of saying maybe there was a bit of spaghetti going on with the coding, and they were like, we can't figure out how to change the way it keeps track of turns now. It's just not worth it. We didn't document the code properly. Now it's gone, man. It's just gone. So we're almost done. I think one more turn and maybe two more turns. Come on, Poison, do your thing. Down he goes. 42 turns. I'd say a new record, but I think this is the only time that I have run this and will ever run it, at least until the next rotation. So let's do the secret room. So we have support champions only. Hey, you know what that means? You know what that means? Hey, let's just quickly check out the others. 50 turns is the best in my clan. Globally, 6. Wow, this dude is really obviously integral to clearing this fast. Cool. It means I can still use my showboat team. So I can just run it. So I theoretically could get through here in 9, but it might be more like 14 turns if I don't get the lucky reset. So let's see. Do we get the lucky reset? No, we don't. That's too bad. That would have been cool. We can keep running it until we get the lucky reset, but I don't think anybody wants to sit here and watch that. I don't think I'm anal enough to do that. So this brings us to see, there's the lucky reset. Now we get it. So 14 turns with my Seer team. So that's about it. But I did say I'd show you this one. So let's take a look at it. So I have Ursula the Mourner. She's maybe the least essential in the team. I like her aura. She's got 24% speed in the Doom Tower. And every little bit helps. So she starts with the Waves of Grief. Nope, she starts with Requiem. Yeah, that's right, because she's setting up buffs to help see her. So these are what her presets look like. Basically, I want her to keep Requiem as much as possible. So that's how that goes. 1, 2, 3. Then Prince Kaimar, you don't want him using his reset on turn 1. You want him to use it on turn 2, and then not again, just in case he gets the reset, so he can use it on turn 3. You then have Lydia. Lydia's perfect. Got nothing bad to say about Lydia ever. She knows what she's doing. That's all I got to say about Lydia. Seer, sometimes she'll throw in the clan banner at a weird time, so I just turn it off. That's about it. That's all she needs. And Renegade, we just want to make sure she doesn't use the sacrificial ritual until the end. Her stats are kind of crappy because my Renegade's actually only a level 50. I never bothered 6-starring her. It just wasn't necessary, and they're always champions that I want to build. But anyway, that's the team. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you on the next video. Take care.